What is going on YouTube world? Austin Zaback here with another YouTube video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can find good real estate deals. Okay, in 2020, people are always asking me like, Austin, how in the world do you find a good deal, right? Because at the end of the day, when I go to look on the market or I go to look on the MLS or I ask, my real estate agent or whatever the case is, by the time it's already hit the market, it isn't a good deal, right? It's no longer a good deal because people bid it up and it's a crazy market that we're in. And I'm just gonna break down in a nutshell how you can find a good deal. Now I'm gonna show you in just a minute, if you stay tuned, we're actually gonna go on a little road trip. I'm gonna show you exactly how you can do this and how you can implement it immediately, okay? But what I want you to understand is that it doesn't matter why you wanna find a good deal, right? Maybe you're looking to, buy a property, right? A house, below market value for you to live in, right? And you wanna kind of DIY it, you wanna fix it up for yourself. And ultimately, you want to, I don't know, like flip or flop, like you want to be Chip and Edwin Gaines, okay? I think that's their name, okay? So, whatever the case is, or maybe, you're looking to wholesale, right? I've done a lot of wholesaling. I've been in real estate for about 7 years now. Or maybe you're looking to fix and flip, right? You just want to buy a property below market value and put it back on the market and you want to resell it for a profit, okay? You might even want to buy a rental property or you want a house hack. And it just actually made a really good video on house hacking. So definitely go check that out if you haven't already. Also, smash that like button if you haven't already, because I mean, come on. Okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you right now how you can find a good deal. Now, just really quick, before I do that, you're like, Austin, what is a good deal? What does that even mean, right? Well, look, okay, you take a piece of real estate, you have to do what they call comp the deal. Right now, essentially all that means you're finding comparable properties, right? Comp stands for comparable, okay? You wanna find comparable properties that are similar in square footage and basically size, right? One story, apples to apples, right? So 1 story to 1 story, 2 story to 2 story, 3 story to 3 story, whatever. Similar in bedrooms, bathrooms, year built, kind of style of home, and then in a similar or the same neighborhood. Now, depending on what those properties have sold for, right? Fully remodeled, fully renovated, fully like fixed up in current market condition tells you your value once your property is all fixed up, said and done, right? That is actually called the ARV, the after repair or after rehab value. So to find a good deal, you're looking to find a deal that is, a fraction of the cost of what it'll be worth, down the line, right? So if you have a deal that'll eventually be worth $300,000 when it's all fixed up, said and done, then you want to find a deal, right? That, maybe you can buy for $200,000. You can buy for 6 cents on the dollar. So I'm gonna show you how we can do just that. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna drive through a neighborhood that looks a little bit like run down, or maybe there's a particular property that you drive by all the time that has weeds overgrown or whatever the case is, okay? What I would suggest that you do is, when you go to the grocery store, right? When you go to do different things that, you kind of take different like shortcuts, or you kind of go around different areas that you're not used to driving, and try to drive through neighborhoods that you ultimately want to find a house, below market value. Then what I would recommend that you do, and I put a link in the description down below, and I'm going to show you right now, but I would download an application, okay? There's a website that you can go on, and there is, I believe, a free trial if you use my link. So go to www.topd4d.com, okay, and download the application. Now, what this is gonna allow you to do is this is going to allow you to actually map yourself while you kind of drive. So go ahead and click your current location and then go ahead and just drive around an area, again, where you wanna find a property below market value. So once I'm essentially driving around, maybe I find a property, again, there's so many different reasons why a seller would need to sell at a little bit of a discount, right? There's reasons all the way from maybe they got a divorce, maybe it's in foreclosure, maybe for whatever reason they lost their job, maybe their job relocating, whatever the case is. But a lot of times when you drive through neighborhoods, you can kind of tell, houses that are like distressed, right? They need work. And a lot of times what I like to do is I like to look for a house that maybe the weeds are overgrown, maybe it looks like it has a fire damage or it got water damage, or for whatever reason, they just have not taken care of the property. And you can typically tell, right? When you look at the front of a property, I'll show you kind of some different examples, but you can tell, a property that looks kind of run down when you're driving by. So now that you have the application and you're driving through the neighborhood, you can track your different drives, okay? So you can do this, every day, you can do it every week, you can do it every month, you can pretty much do it however often you would like. What you're gonna do is you're gonna find all of the properties that look like they're run down, and you're gonna click that property address as you drive. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna add the lead to your application, okay? Now you're gonna be able to click more info on the actual property. Once you click more info on the actual property, it is gonna give you all of the information on that particular property, okay? So I just clicked a property where I'm kind of sitting right now, and that is the actual owner of the property. There's an address, and basically there's all of the information that you need to know on this particular property. There's a couple of different things that you can do. Number one is you can click start mailers. And what that'll do is that'll actually send them a little postcard saying that you're looking to buy their property in cash. And it'll do that on your behalf, okay? Another thing that you can do is you can go ahead and you can actually click skip trace the owner, and it'll actually skip trace their information, which means it'll give you all of their contact information so you can go ahead and reach out to them. It'll typically give you their phone number, their email address, and any other information that this actual app can find on that particular owner. So you'll scroll down and it'll give you all of that information. And you just reach out to them and you say that you're looking to buy a property in the neighborhood and you would like to pay, cash for their property. Now, again, I'm gonna talk in a bunch of other videos on, how you can actually do that. Maybe you're watching the video, you're like, Austin, I can't pay cash for the property, okay? There's a lot of ways that you can do it, but I would start off by just saying that you're kind of driving through the neighborhood and you saw, their particular property and you were interested in buying it. So that's pretty much all you have to do. Now, all you're gonna really do after that is you're gonna figure out what the property is worth and you're gonna make them an offer below market value in order to get a good deal. Now, what I would do is I would go ahead and over the course of time, I would add, like 100 properties to this particular app that look like they're distressed, right? They look like they need work. And if you make enough offers on enough properties below market value, it's basically just a numbers game before somebody will agree to sell you their property at a discount. And at that point, you have just bought a property below market value, okay? So hopefully this information helped you a ton. This is how obviously we find a lot of our fix and flip properties. This is how we wholesale a lot of properties. This is how you can find good rental properties. There are so many different things that you can do with this particular application as you kind of drive, what I like to call it is drive $4, hence the www.topd4d.com. It stands for driving $4 because you can make a ton of money just by driving your car. Maybe you're even a Postmates driver or you're a Uber Eats driver, you're whatever driver, you can also do this as well, and you could sell these leads on a Facebook group or whatever the case is to an actual real estate investor. There's so many different ways that you can make money real estate investing, and all you got to do is buy the property at a discount. Remember, you make money in the buy, right? You make money when you go to purchase the property, not when you sell. That is why they say buy low, sell high. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, if you wouldn't mind just taking a quick moment and just smashing that like button for the YouTube algorithm, it would mean a ton to me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.